Hey, it's okay. I'm back after a long 2 week break. Well, I don't know if it's you'd call it a break. I had the shingles for 2 weeks. I'm actually still getting over them, but I'm feeling good enough to get back to working. I had my first full day of work today, so we're back on track and we're going forward with production. However, the 2 weeks of being away has caused me to have a little delay in production. So I'm going to have to rearrange my schedule a little bit. And I want to talk to you about that a little bit. I'll talk about it as quickly as I can as I ink this. So what has changed is I have kind of split Tales 7 into two comics now. There's going to be the three stories that were still originally planned. All I'm doing is I'm cutting the comic and I'm kind of splitting it into two comics. There's going to be a Halloween edition with one of the long stories, and then there's going to be Tale 7 with two stories, one of the short stories and a medium story. This means that I can add maybe 2 pages to each comic. So it's going to be like maybe a day or two extra of work for me for each comic, but it's going to end up being a better deal for you. You're going to get a better comic. It's going to be a better story told. Whenever I have more space to do the pages and I'm not squeezing everything in as much as I can, it usually ends up kind of just coming out to be a better product. So I'm excited to get to do that. I think you're going to get a better comic and a better story and just a better experience out of it. So ultimately, I think it's good news. The bad news is it's going to just be a little longer until both comics come out. I'm going to do the Halloween issue of Tales, and that's going to be the story which is called A Better Family. And that was voted as the #1 choice for Tales 7 out of the contest. I've had to do a lot of work to the story, and it ended up becoming like one of my favorite stories that I'm really excited to illustrate. You can see here that there's a teenager in it, there's a mom, there's a little girl, and so it's a family story, but this is definitely a Halloween story, and a little bit scary, kind of a scary movie feel to it, but ultimately it's definitely it's going to be a great addition to the Tales series. This hair is a little wild over here. She looks kind of like a cave woman. Okay, so we're gonna have the same stories. Everything's just been kind of split up. That way I can do this Halloween issue and it can be up and running and up available for pre-order by the time Halloween's rolling around. That means I've got like a week and a half to get pre-order out, which is going to be a squeeze. So I'll be working as hard as I can, as much as I can, but I am still getting over the shingles, which, by the way, it sucks. I guess it's a pretty fairly common disease. Like if you've had chicken pox, it's really easy to get the shingles again, but then once you've had the shingles, it's hard to get shingles again. That's my like ray of hope going through this. It's like, oh, at least I don't have to do it again. It kind of like was on the right side of my body, and it's been affecting my head and my shoulder, like my neck and my shoulder. And for a few days, I just like my arm and my hand was in so much pain that I couldn't really use it. I definitely couldn't draw. I couldn't do much, but I was working on my website while I, was down and out for shingles. That's one good thing that's come from this shingles is I got my website up and running. And to celebrate the website up and running, if you'll look and see on my DeviantArt profile, there is a treasure hunt giveaway going on. If you are interested in seeing this comic, maybe you can't afford it or something, this is a good way to kind of get it for free. There's a treasure hunt riddle contest giveaway. It's a really fun treasure hunt celebrating the release or the official posting of my website. You can see it right here. It's the Okayokayokok comic shop. And what I've done is I've just put all my comics on there. I've given them synopsises. I've told you what's inside them, so you kind of know what you're going to be looking at whenever you buy whenever you get the comic. I know that I've like really put out almost 40. I think it's up to like 45 comics on there now. There's getting to be so many comics that like it's just not appropriate to have them all on my DeviantArt profile. It's just getting like out of hand. It's starting to look really messy, and I'm sure it's not the best experience trying to get a comic from me, because there's just like so many comics and you don't know what each comic has in it. And so anyway, this website is designed to help you have a better experience if you're looking for one of my comics. If you're kind of interested in more comics, this website should help you find other comics that you'd be interested in real easily. You can just kind of zip around in there to help you see how easy it is to use. I've hidden a little creature on my website. His name is Lipolsky Skeekle. He's a really got a hard name to say, and he's hiding on the website. If you look at the contest rules, there is a secret clue, so you don't have to maybe look on every page. But if you can find him, you'll see that he's asking a riddle, and if you can solve the riddle, you'll be entered into the contest. And there's going to be 3 contest winners, and all 3 of them will get this comic for free. The first place will get a scary movie for just in time for Halloween, or maybe afterwards if it's shipping. I don't know how long shipping is going to take, but anyways, it's meant to be fun. It's meant to celebrate. I'm really happy this website is finally up and running. It took me like a week to get this site going, and I just am happy, and I want to celebrate with you. So this is a contest, just a fun kind of giveaway to celebrate the website and the comic coming up, and to celebrate Halloween, because it's my favorite stinking holiday. I love Halloween. And coming up soon, I want to get a journal, kind of a talk going about scary movies. Which scary movies are your favorite? Which scary movies are out on streaming platforms right now, like Hulu or Netflix? Kind of get a good, just like a good discussion going about what good scary movies there are out there, because this is the month for scary movies, and I am already racking up the scary movies I've watched. Being sick and working, I've got time to just sit here and have a movie playing on the side of the screen, not really paying too much attention to it, but kind of enjoying it. It's a good way to watch movies that might be like really bad, but hey, you're working, so no big deal if it's not good. You still got a lot of work done. Haven't wasted an hour or anything like that. So look for a scary movie discussion coming up, maybe tomorrow or something. Whenever I get a few minutes, I'm gonna do another video tomorrow. I want to talk about more things happening, because I wanted to keep today short and kind of general, just to let you know that I am going to be doing Tale 7. It is still everything that it was going to be. We're just changing the release dates a little bit and splitting the comic into 2 parts, adding 2 pages, and what else? Anything else? I don't think so. Let's see. Toes. Toes are the funnest thing to draw. Okay, so we got there, we got the foot. She's got the expression of like a valley girl, typical like girl, teenager, rude. Let's see. So I'm thinking of a song. There's like a rude girl song. What's that song coming out like? Why you gotta be so rude? I don't really. I've heard it on the radio, but I don't think I like it. Anyways, yeah. Halloween comic coming out soon. Enter the contest. You could get it for free. There is a new website. Oh, I forgot to mention. Last thing before I go. The YouTube channel, my YouTube channel has reached 10,000 views. So that means it is now eligible for monetization. So whatever that means. The whole plan for having a YouTube channel was to connect with you guys more and also to find a way to get a little more revenue going in the future, hopefully. Who knows how much it was going to be. The whole point would be to get some money from ads, and that way I could lower prices on the comics and just make it more easy to read the comics, make more comics, and just like Walt Disney was doing back. Whoa, she's got 6 toes there now. Okay, how Walt Disney did it, you know, every movie was just a means to do more art. And that's really what it all boils down to for me. Is I want to find ways to make my comics more affordable. That way, you know, you don't have to look at ads and stuff. You don't have to watch commercials. Maybe, I don't know what monetization is. I've got to research it some. But this whole YouTube thing was just the main goal is to lower the prices of comics, hopefully, and to increase the amount of time I get to spend with my fans or my audience, and to help me grow, because you guys really help me grow. I don't know if you realize that, but I am very active with my audience, with you. If you ask a question, I'm going to be there and I'm going to answer it, because there's no better way to know how to improve than to listen to you guys and to hear what you need to say, hear what you're saying about what you're reading, or yeah. And I'm trying to improve by watching videos on YouTube. Hopefully I'll get to a point in the future where I can make a few videos and put some time into them. I'd like to do videos about kind of like fetishes and kind of get involved with the community and see, like, you know, what is the psychology behind them a little bit, and to maybe post some personal experiences from you guys, and just to kind of get into it and have fun with it. I think it would be really interesting, and I know this line is bugging me a lot right here. I've been interviewed once or twice by people writing stories about the fetish world and stuff, and it's just, I think it's really interesting. I mean, I know I would want to watch a video on it. I think I've watched a few videos and I don't think they've been very good, so hopefully I could make a video in the future and do something that's really quality. But for now, I'm going to do this comic. This is going to be Tales from the Crypt Keeper Halloween issue. And look for pre-order around October 30th, October 31st, Halloween. And then hopefully I'll get it out maybe a week later. So thanks for watching. Thanks for catching up with me, and I'm glad to be back working and drawing. I'll see you later, guys.